allow this to be able to log on, allow people to be able to get logged on. And so we're going to start in just a couple minutes. And so if you want to get started here and get settled in, and be able to spend some time fellowshipping one with another. Who's it on?
Facebook is on. YouTube is on. You're good.
All right. I know we are live right now, and thankful for this technology that we can have to be able to spend the time one with another, and so thank the Lord for that. And so we'll see. I'm just getting a few more that are on here with us. Brother Chamberlain, great to see you on YouTube, and praise the Lord for that. We're actually live streaming from this new software, and so I'm so thankful. I mean, as people are getting logged on, I was just checking to make sure we're on Facebook streaming right now too. But we're so thankful. I want to say I'm thankful for Peter spending some time. I checked, and Nate was able to research some different softwares, what would work for us. And so he had come up with this software here. And then also I talked with a few other pastors, and one of them made mention that this is the software that they were using also. And so that kind of confirmed things, and we were able to check it out. So I'm checking on Facebook also, and Nate's on right now, and Brother Joe Rennie, and Cresco's, and Miss Trish Nelms from down south. And tell Brother Robert I said hello, and pastor of Maranatha Baptist Church down in Cleveland, Tennessee. And praise the Lord for them. We'll give another couple minutes for folks to get on. I'm going to put my phone up here so I can see the comments and everything at the same time. And so the Browns, how's things up in the North Country? Are you supposed to be getting snow this coming evening as we're getting rain down south? And so it's a good place for you. You can have all the snow you want up there. Brother Norm and Miss Vicki Jackson are online, and praise the Lord for that. The Hardwicks, and thankful they were able to get online. We had a wonderful service this morning, wonderful drive-in service, and so we thank the Lord. I think we had, it was right at least 45 or 46 cars in the parking lot, and had a wonderful time there. I think we had at least 4 or 5 first-time visitors that found out about the service, one returning visitor that was here on Thursday night, and so we're so thankful for her to be able to come back. Was able to get some visitor cards on them to be able to follow up this week, and several of them said that they would be back to the service. And so thank you for everyone that prayed about that, and we know the Lord definitely heard prayers, and sure did help us today. Still working through some of the bugs, and so we're working through that. And good to see the Worrells on there, and Brother Chamberlain is putting his beep beep on there, and just like being at the church there and honking horns. I'm glad we're not in the middle of a residential neighborhood. I think that's what has got some other churches and people in trouble, is they're sitting in the middle of residential areas with houses all around them, and they're just sitting there honking their horns, and so it is creating a little bit of a nuisance and disturbing the peace a little bit for their worshiping. And so great to see Miss Linda Stoll on there, and Miss Cassie just came on, and so praise the Lord, she's on Facebook there. And appreciate everybody that's getting on. We got 23 on YouTube and 10 right now, 10 or 11 on Facebook. And so wonderful time together. We just got done with our Sunday school class, and for the young adults, we had a great time there. And I'll tell you what happened is I left my Sunday school book down at the church, because that's where I'm usually at, and I left it down there sitting on my desk. And so we had to go a different direction, but I think there were about 10 of us on there for Sunday school. And who says you can't have Sunday school at 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Sunday? And so thankful for the time we were able to spend together. Great to see Brother Aubrey and Miss Ruth online with us this evening. We're praying for you guys, and sure hope you had a wonderful day And be sure to keep praying for Brother Aubrey and Miss Ruth. And praise the Lord for it. We're going to be over in Isaiah chapter number 1 this evening. Isaiah chapter number 1. And I want to share just a quick thought with us this evening. And just for this upcoming week, I am going to send out an invite. So Tuesday morning, we are going to have a coffee and tea fellowship time that we can fellowship one with another. That'll be at 8 o'clock on Tuesday morning on Zoom. And then, of course, Tuesday night, we'll have our prayer and devotion time together. And then, of course, Wednesday night we'll be on with the teenagers and then on with the young adults. And so if you have any of those in your family, teenagers or young adults, and they have not availed themselves of the opportunity to be able to get on with us, we sure would love to be able to see them on there. So if they're not getting the invites, let me know, because we are sending out the invites and I'm using the email addresses that I have. And so if they're not getting them, then just let me know, because I'd love to be able to see a few more of our young adults and our teenagers on there and be able to spend the time in fellowship together. And so that'll be Wednesday night. Teenagers are at 6 o'clock and the young adults are at 7 o'clock. And then on Thursday night, we'll have our midweek service. That will be back at the church, a drive-in service at 6:30, and be able to spend the time together. And so a lot lined up. Friday will be RU. On Friday evening at 7 o'clock. We're doing that by way of Zoom if you want to join in with that. Wonderful time together. And then Saturday we'll have the fellowship time again at 8 o'clock in the morning on Zoom. And a lot of things. I think, Lord willing, in the next few weeks we are going to be working our way out of this, and we'll be getting ready to get back in the church property, inside the building at least, to a certain extent. Lord willing, in the next few weeks is what we're looking towards. We're going to make sure things are cleaned and sterilized and take every precaution that we possibly can. And so you be praying towards that end if you would, okay? And I know it's a little bit smaller group, but let me say this. I appreciate our church. I appreciate our church in the way that they've responded this month. I don't have the final numbers. Miss Sue will take care of all of that this week as far as the offerings and our missions and tithes that have come in. And but I want to thank our church for continuing to be faithful and be able to meet the needs. We've had some extra expenses as far as being able to upgrade some software, to be able to buy the broadcasting licenses and everything for being able to put the songs out there. Just some little things we weren't expecting. And so I just thank the Lord for everybody that continues to be faithful, okay?